This is the 5-star TV antenna, and this was gifted to me by the brand to tell you about it. So 2 questions I had were, how long does it take to put together, and how many channels do you get? So let's find out. All right, so the first step is you're going to put these into place. They're just bent up for shipping, and so you just bend them down, and you're going to take this aluminum sheet holder and just remove the little butterfly nut there. And this plastic piece that you're going to put it on top of is curved, so the curved side goes down. And you'll just replace that like so. Next step is attaching the motor. So you can see there's holes in the metal here, and then they line up with the motor like that. And there's a couple wing nut screws that you're just going to use to attach those. We've got the nuts there. Just go on the back side. Just do that again. Again, we've got that nut. Just like that. So next you're going to take the director element, and again these things will be folded up when they're shipped, and you just pop them into place. And then we have a couple of the brackets that will then put these two pieces together. And one thing I found as I'm learning how to put this together is if you attach one bracket first, that will hold it in place while you attach the rest. Do that, just a couple more wing nut screws. I'll show you in a second here. Right there, like so. And then this piece has a hole in it that's just going to line up with the screws that you put in. And don't tighten this one all the way until you can get this one in. That makes it a little bit easier to install. Attach that second wing nut screw. Starting to look like an antenna. There's that step. Right, next we have our T-joints that we're going to attach. And just go on the end here. There's one screw that they will both go into. Like that. Another wing nut. And then you have your reflectors that will clip in. You've got holes on either side. And actually, you should loosen this a little bit first until you can get those in. There you go. And same thing to the other side. You have to loosen it just a little bit more. A little bit of an art and a science here. Okay, once those are in spot, then you can tighten it. Look something like that. Next up is installing the antenna base. So you're going to take your M5 screw and put that in. There's this groove here, bottom of the motor base. So I'm going to put that through the holes. And there's a metal bracket that goes on. And then these nuts. Next is connecting the coax cable to our motor here, and you want the side with the waterproof protector. Just like that. And you'll just slide this waterproof protector all the way down to the bottom so it's waterproof. Next we're going to secure our coax cable with the clamp and a few screws. And you want to make sure that this cable is loose because the antenna will rotate, so you don't want to clamp the coax down all the way. You definitely need a screwdriver for this part, so I just attached 2 screws here, and you can see that the cable can move, which is what you want, so it doesn't break or get stuck. So this is what it looks like here. Definitely need a screwdriver for this. The screws are pretty tiny, but you can see that the cable can still move, which is what you want because the antenna is going to be rotating. Well, what's left to do is connect our coax cable to the receiver here, so it's going to go in the antenna in. And then this side will plug into your TV, and then there's also the power supply for this box here, so that just goes into the AC in port and then plugs into a regular outlet. All right, so assembly is complete, and I would say it took me maybe 10-15 minutes. Not that bad, easy to follow instructions, and now let's see how many channels. All right, we're currently scanning for channels. Channel scan was complete and it found 58 channels.